My dear students, how are you today? I hope all of you are okay and safe. Welcome back to a new online English lesson with Mr. Ahmed. And today we go on reading the new selection Goodbye 382 Shin Dang Dong. So I want all of you now to open your books page 268 269. And as usual, I want all of you now to leave anything in your hands aside. Watch carefully and listen well to the video. Let's get started. Before we start, I would like to summarize, to tell you a short summary of the first few pages we have already read. So in the first page, the text told us a lot about Jangmi, the Korean girl who loved to live in Korea, but she has to move to America with her parents. Jangmi doesn't want to leave Korea because she had lovely, wonderful moments in Korea. She loved everything in Korea, like as you see in the illustration, we can see the willow tree, where she loved to sit below it and eat chami with her best friend Kisoni. Also, as you see, she is so sad. Why? Because she is leaving Korea. She is looking at the monsoon through her bedroom window. As you see, she's looking at the willow tree and the monsoon rains. Things that she is going to miss a lot when she will be in America, because she want to find a willow tree there. Also, no monsoon rains in America, as her parents told her. Also, the text told us that Kyusuni packed her stuff in a big brown box, and she has written on it lovely things. Okay, then in the next page, her parents tried to make her feel okay, and they told her that she will love America a lot. She started asking her parents a lot about the monsoon, and they answered no monsoon in America. She asked them about chummy. Is there chummy in America? And also they answered no chummy in America, but they have something instead, which was honeydew. Okay. After that, after they had the breakfast, Shangimi and Kisuni went to the open market, and they enjoyed looking at fruits baskets, especially the chummy, the yellow one. Today we are going to read these pages 268 to 69, and as usual, before we read, what we do, we listen to the text, then we explain each paragraph and its difficult words. After that, I ask you some questions to check your understanding. Okay, so I want all of you now to listen carefully to the text.
Soon after we returned, family and friends began to arrive, carrying pots and plates of food. One by one they took off their shoes, then entered the house. Grandmother was dressed in her most special occasion hanbok. She set up the long bopsang, and before I could even blink, on it were a big pot of dumpling soup and the prettiest pastel rice cakes I had ever seen. Kisuni and I peeled and sliced our chummy and carefully arranged the pieces on a plate. Then everybody ate and sang traditional Korean songs and celebrated in a sad way. Love and laughter and tears rippled through our house. How I wanted to pack these moments into a big brown box and bring them with me to America. Kisuni and I sneaked outside and sat beneath the willow tree. We watched the rain with glum faces. Kisuni, I wish we never had to move from this spot, I said. Me too, she sighed. Jangmi, how far away is America? My mom says that it's halfway around the world. And my dad told me that when the moon is shining here, the sun is shining there. That's how far apart we'll be, I moaned. That's really far, Kisuni moaned back. We watched the rain and grew more glum than ever. Then Kisuni perked up. So when you're awake, I'll be asleep. And when I'm awake, you'll be asleep, she declared. At least we'll always know what the other one is doing.
And now it's time to read the first paragraph and explain its difficult words, okay? So, as you see, just little time after Jangmi and her friend Kisuni came back, the family and the friends began to arrive to come to the house, holding pots and plates of food. One by one, they took off their shoes. Took off means, or the base verb is take off. It means to remove a piece of clothes or shoes. So the opposite of take off is, of course, put on. Then they entered the house. Grandmother was dressed, was wearing in her most special, in her most important occasion. Occasion means an important event or celebration. Handbook. So her grandmother was wearing a Korean dress called handbook. This handbook she is wearing in special events. So if you look in the illustration, you can find her grandmother wearing the handbook, as you see, something like a dress, and it looks new. So let's go on. She set up the long babsang, and before I could even blink. So she set up means she prepared the long babsang. This is the babsang in Korean. This one. Table, yeah. And before I could even blink means to open and close eyes very quickly. So what happened before closing and opening her eyes quickly? A variety of food was put on the table. She wanted to say that in short time all food was put on the table, okay, for the guests. On it were a big pot of dumpling soup. And dumpling means, yeah, look at this picture. Okay, so it is a small piece of dough that's filled with stew or fruit or meat, as you see. Small piece of dough that's filled with stew, meat or fruits, and it's served with soup, okay? All of them, as you see. So let's find the dumpling soup on the table. If you focus, you'll find it is that plate, yeah, this bowl. And this is the dumpling in the soup. Okay, let's go on. What did she see also? The prettiest pasteurized cakes. She also saw cakes made of rice, and the color of the cake is pastel, and pastel means pale in color, and pale means not dark and not bright. Something that's half in between, okay? So her grandmother prepared the table, and in short time there was a variety of food in it, especially the dumpling soup and the pasta rice cakes. It may be that one, yeah. As you see, this is rice cake made of rice, and it's mm, pale, as you see. Okay, Kisuni and I peeled and sliced our chummy. Kisuni and I peeled. Peel means to remove the outside skin of a fruit or vegetable to eat it. And slice. Slice means to cut a fruit into slices, into thin pieces. Why? To eat them, as you see. Then they arranged the pieces on a plate. Why? To serve them into the guests. Then everybody ate and sang traditional Korean songs. Everybody ate and sang traditional. Traditional means old, very old Korean songs, and celebrated in a sad way. We also had fun, but in a sad way. So, as you see, there is a mixture of happiness and sadness. Happiness because they have fun together, and sadness because the family is leaving. Love and laughter and tears rebelled through our house. Rebelled, sorry, yeah, we moved it. Rebelled through means moved through, means moved through or spread through our house. How I wanted to pack, how I wanted to collect all these moments into a big brown box. As you see, the big brown box is again here. In the first big brown box, she collected her stuff. Yeah, the stuff in her bedroom. Now she wants to collect these moments she is having where her family, the food, the laughter, the love, the clothes, everything. She wants to pack in a big brown box. Why? To take it with her to America. Okay. Let's answer some questions to make sure that we understood this passage. The first question is, many of the things Jangmi and her guests do, eat, and wear at the farewell lunch are Korean customs and traditions. List those customs and traditions. Okay, first, customs and traditions means everything that was done by our grandparents, everything that was agreed on by our grandparents, and we still do till now. Okay, let's find in this passage some of these customs and traditions. Okay, here it's a tradition or a habit to take off the shoes before entering any house in Korea. Okay, also wearing special occasion handbook is also a custom or a tradition or a habit when having an occasion, an important event. Also preparing the table, the bapsang, and serving dumpling soup and the pasta rice. All of these are customs and traditions in Korea. Also, singing traditional Korean songs is also another habit or a custom or a tradition. Okay. Next question. What does hanbok means? Where is it? Yeah, this one. So as I told you before, if I don't know a meaning of a word, what I do, I can look at the illustration or I can look around the word itself. So hanbok, what's before it? Grandmother was dressed in her most special occasion handbook. So I understand that handbook is a piece of clothes. How do you know? From this sentence, okay? She was dressed in, she was wearing this piece of clothes, the handbook, a Korean dress for women or girls. Okay? Next. What clues can help me to know the meaning of the word aban saying? Where is it? This one. Again, look before and look after, or even look at the illustration. She sit up. She prepared the long bab sang, and on it there were a big pot of dumpling soup and pasta rice. So this food was on the bab sang. So the bab sang. Look at the illustration. Yeah, all the food was on the bab sang. So the bab sang means, yeah, table in Korean. Yeah, excellent. Let's go back. Korean table where food is served. Okay. Next question. What moments does Jangmi want to collect in her big brown books? Okay. As I told you, all these moments, the gathering, the lunch, the food, um, the traditional songs, and so on. She wants to collect all of them in a big books and take them with her into America. Okay. Now let's read the second paragraph and explain difficult words. Kusuni and I sneaked outside. Sneak outside means to move or go secretly outside. Kisuni and Jangmi sneaked, so moved outside secretly without being noticed, okay? And said beneath. Beneath means under the willow tree, as usual. We watched the rain with glum faces. Glum faces means, of course, sad faces. Faces, yeah. Kisoni, I wish we never had to move from this spot, I said. Jangmi is telling Kisoni that she wishes she hasn't to move from Korea. This spot means Korea, or to be more specific, 382 Shin Dang Dong, her address. Me too, she sighed. Kisoni sighed, and sigh means means what? To breathe out slowly and noisily. Jangmi, how far away is America? She is asking about the distance between America and Korea. My mom says that's half a way around the world. It's half a way around the world. So she explains to her. My dad told me, the dad explained to her, when the moon is shining here, when it's night here, the sun is shining there. So in Korea, it's night time. In America, it will be daytime. That's how far apart we will be. That's how the distance between us will be in future. I moaned. I complained, making short voice of being annoyed like that. That's really far. That's really distant. Kyusuni moaned back. We watched the rain and grew more glum. We became more sad than ever. Then Kusuni perked up. Perked up, perk up means to become cheerful after being bored. Okay? So they were sad with sad faces. Now Kisuni perk up means to become cheerful after being glum or being bored. Okay, so when you are awake, I will be asleep. So she is explaining again the same sentences. When you are awake, I will be asleep. When you are asleep, I will be awake, and so on. She declared, she said clearly to explain. Declare means to say something to explain it. At least we will always know what the other one is doing. At least we'll always know what the other one is doing. Okay, let's have some questions. The first one is what Jangmi will miss most after moving to America. How can you? Of course, she is going to miss a lot of things, like the willow tree, the monsoon, rains, her family, her house. But the most important thing for Jangmi is her best friend, Kisuni. How do you know? As you see, wherever Jangmi goes, Kisuni goes. They go together anywhere. As you see, they eat the chami together under the willow tree. They they went to the open market together. They are slicing, they are peeling the chami together for the guests. Mhm. And also, when her parents told her that she is going to make new friends in America, she told them that I don't want to go to America. I want to stay here with my best friend Kusuni. Okay? Next question. What does mon mean? As I told you before, mon means to complain, making a sound of being bothered or annoyed. In some situations, you can moan. For example, if you have a problem, for example, if your mother tells you every day, take the rubbish with you, instead of telling your older brother. So you are going to say, every day I take the garbage with me, I take the rubbish with me, and you start mourning, and something like that. Why are Kisuni and Jangmi sad? Of course, because Jangmi is leaving to America. So, what words and phrases that prove Kisuni and Jangmi sad? Many phrases and words here. For example, glum faces. They watched the rain with glum faces. Also, Jangmi said, I wish we never had to move from this spot. Shows that she is sad. Also, I moaned. She moaned back. And finally, also, we grew more glum. All of these shows that they were so sad because Jangmi is leaving. Okay, I think that's enough for today. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and learned a lot. Thanks for watching, and till we meet again, stay safe, stay home. Goodbye.